Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Mcbaj, a portrait and fashion photographer and also a filmmaker based in London, UK. So today I have something really interesting to share with you guys. I'm shooting currently right now with the Sigma 28 to 70 and I'm actually shooting this with the S5, so it's the L mount version of this lens. And guys, I can't wait to show you the images, like photography images I made from this lens. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it. So yeah guys, talking about the lens body itself, the lens is a very light lens. Like when you actually attach this lens to more like your Lumix S5 or your Lumix S1, you would actually even know that a lens is on your camera because it's very light. And at the same time, it doesn't have a whole lot of switch on the lens. As you guys can see, it's just basically just the AF switch and the MF switch you have on the lens, and the zoom ring itself. The zoom ring definitely protrudes out from 28 to 70 mm, but at the same time I actually tried using this on a gimbal by setting the zoom ring probably in the mid-range, probably about close to 50 or 35 mm, and yeah, it still worked really great on the gimbal as well. So it's not a very heavy lens, it won't like affect your motor. So but as you guys know, on this page, if I tend to like, or on this channel, if I tend to like talk about gears or lenses especially, I don't like giving the whole rundown of lenses. I just love to like talk about how this particular equipment or this particular gear affects me personally, and I tend to like share that with you guys if you actually think it's something worth purchasing for you guys. I initially had a Sigma 50mm, but I wasn't really much of a fan of just the 50mm because of the distortion I was getting when it comes to like portrait photography. But that was even more of the reason why I decided to like sell off this Sigma 50mm lens. But I just felt I was having too much lenses in my bag. Like I had the 50mm, I had the 85mm, I had the Sigma 35mm, which was a contemporary lens. But I was like, now there's just quite a whole lot of like lenses in my box, so I decided to sell off my Sigma 35mm, and also I sold off the Sigma 50mm, and I left the Lumix 85mm whole L mount lenses. So I had the Lumix 85mm for some time till I discovered the Sigma 28 to 70, and I felt okay, this is actually going to cover the focal length of both the 35mm and the 50mm, which I actually sold off. And after watching quite a whole lot of reviews on YouTube, I decided to purchase this lens, and I can tell you it is one of the best investments I've made in this year 2022. And so guys, funny thing is, I actually made a resolution early this year and said, okay, I'm not going to buy anything that has to do with like camera lenses, camera body, but I'm sorry, New Year resolution, I actually broke that already just in the month of April. So guys, like I decided to use this lens to shoot a more like a test shoot with a model, and I did this picture in a very small space which I often shoot in, and I actually enjoyed shooting with this lens. It made me actually get quite a whole lot of like images I wouldn't have been able to get using the 85mm only, and at the same time it's more of a versatile lens in the fact that I could move down to 28mm, which I could get more like a kind of a little bit wide, and also I could still go down to 50mm on 70mm, so I could have different varieties of shots while using just one lens on my camera body. Yes, I understand this whole idea that goes behind saying most people prefer the prime lenses because they are quite sharp and they kind of like have a much more shallower depth of field. But at the same time, when I tried using this 28 to 70mm Sigma at F2.8, it still did like a great job for me. And at the same time, bearing in mind that many a times I often shoot in the studio indoor, and my focal length is probably about an aperture of f8. So I really don't see the need of actually getting a 50mm separately, because I just want to have a 50mm in my box, or I want to have a 35mm in my box. So as you guys can see on the screen right now, these are some of the images we got from the shoot, and right now you can still see me using this particular lens to film this video, which is actually doing a great job with autofocus. And yeah, I can move this way and it's still like tracking me, even though I'm using this Panasonic Lumix S5. So yeah, I think getting this Sigma 28 to 70mm as one of your lenses in your camera box wouldn't be a bad idea at all in 2022, because the lens is very, very sharp, as you can see from the images and this video right here. Very sharp. And when you tend to like zoom down to like 70mm, if you're into more of the bouquet kind of like lifestyle, 70mm and 2.8 will actually give you a very good shallow depth of field. So seeing all of this right now, including the video test which I uploaded just on the video right here, I think the Sigma 28 to 70 is here to stay in my camera bag, and I'm 100% sure I'll be putting this lens on my Lumix S5. So guys, if you've enjoyed this video, kindly hit the subscribe button and also give me a thumbs up, because yes, this is the way you can actually like assist and help this channel out. And I'll be seeing you guys on the next video. Bye guys.